Big storms are brewing. Rivers are swelling, so prepare your dwelling. Starting now, people get ready. We getting ready. Certs we are training, so we want volunteering. Come let we fight disasters, reduce their impact. Starting now, people get ready. We getting ready. Water spin to Scarborough, secure your roof so it cannot flow. From Caroni to Toco, pick up your grab bag, come let we go. Find your disaster shelter, we'll make you feel safer. Starting now, people get ready. Certs getting ready. People get ready. Certs getting ready.
Don't let the catchiness of that jingle catch you off guard. We are talking serious matters as the National Cert Disaster Simulation Games 2023 are coming to a show near you. And this morning to discuss it a bit more, I'm joined by Mr. Stefan Kisher, the Crisis Manager for the Trinidad and Tobago Red Cross, Mr. Mitra Ramnath, the Cert volunteer, and Mr. Jerry David, the Senior Disaster Management Coordinator for the Ministry of Rural Development and Local Government. Gentlemen, good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
We had to after we heard that jingle because it definitely got us interested and certainly shed a light on something that we absolutely need to prepare for. We are in the rainy season, we're seeing the flash flooding, we're experiencing the loss and the damage. What do we do? And how does the Cert Games help us do that? I think we should first off start by explaining what exactly it is, because from the time I hear games, I'm like, okay, a challenge, and making something as serious and as heavy as that could be fun must have been a task. Whose brainchild was it?
Yeah, so Mr. Jerry David and myself have been the key champions of Cert training for the last 12 years. And we would have grown a family of Cert throughout the country, community emergency response team members.
Right.
And, to make the experience a little bit more interesting, we wanted to showcase the strength of Cert nationally. A lot of people don't know, when we see a lot of our volunteers in these orange coming out after flooding incidents to help, people don't really know that they are volunteers.
Right.
So the key thing is to showcase that we have this core team, this volunteer force of over 4,000 people across the country that have been trained over the last 12 years to support the state and to support their communities in the response. So to make sure that they are, keeping on top of their skills, we have this competition to showcase what they are able to really do in the event of a major disaster.
Mr. Dear, do you want to tell us a little bit more about the specifics of the competition itself then?
Okay, now, whenever there is a major hazard impacting a community, you don't see the very first persons that you see are not professional first responders, your neighbors, you will see.
True.
So this program, this CERT, Community Emergency Response Team program, was meant to train people in the communities so that they can recognize, respond, and recover from disasters themselves.
Nice.
And we have put the CERT volunteers through several programs, modules. We have trained them in fire suppression, light search and rescue, disaster medical operations, how to use a chainsaw, how to build a sandbag dike. Many of these skills that communities will need if they are impacted.
Right.
So what we are doing now, we are going to let them explode. We have divided the country into zones so that we have North Zone, South Zone, East Zone, and Central Zone.
Right.
And we have included our municipal police because it has been the wish of our minister that the municipal police play an integral part in disaster response, because the first persons that people call when there's trouble is always the police.
That's right.
So we are training them, and they will be part of the exercise also.
Nice.
But more than this, it's an opportunity that we have given to communities to come out and see what your communities can do.
Right. Power to the people.
Yes. Come and see what your what your communities can do for you and your families. And this takes place at Skinner Park in San Fernando
Right.
on the 9th of July.
Okay.
That is this coming Sunday. And there's a march past that takes place before, so all the teams will be in different colors, march past, and then from there we will go into the exercise. Stefan from the Red Cross, they are the event managers.
Right.
So taking you into that, he is the best person for it.
Well, Stefan, before you tell me what the activities or the actual challenge will feel like, Mitra, you've experienced being part of the Cert core, if you will. And I imagine that has made significant impact on you, not just as an individual, but in your community as well. Why should somebody try to become a part of this?
So as a Cert volunteer, you are trained to help yourself and your family first. Right? The training is for you and your family. So when you come out there and you do the training, you have more know-how, more knowledge, how to manage your family, how to prep your family, because we are in the hurricane season. Things you should do: pack your grab bag, make sure you're ready to leave if evacuation is needed.
Right.
Know your shelters. Have that first aid training. If your child falls, you know how to treat with the wound and all of that. And Cert has been a big part of my life since 2019 when I joined Cert.
Right.
I've been on the ground almost every disaster. Last year, we'd have done 32 rescues throughout TPRC. And Cert, I urge everyone to join, become members of Cert, and prepare yourselves. Because if you don't have knowledge, then you don't know what to do and you're helter-skelter. 10 persons in a community, that is 10 families taken care of already, and less for the agencies, disaster management, Ministry of Local and Rural Development, to come and treat with. So we know we have 10 persons on the ground, in the happening, on real time. Before anyone else reach there,
Right.
Cert is on the ground.
Look at you. I like the empowerment that I get from you. And I imagine that that was a big driving force behind why this initiative started. But then getting people to actively participate in the games now might be a little lighter. So what can they look forward to?
So what we're simulating, and we always tell our Cert members, we're really preparing you for something that has never happened in Trinidad. So we're actually going to simulate a Category 3 hurricane impacting a community.
Oh, wow.
So if you've ever seen our simulations, we build a set. So it's going to look like a real community, a street on a community.
Okay.
You're going to see houses fallen, galvanized all over the place. You're going to have victims, real volunteers who are going to simulate victims. We're bringing in the moulage artists.
Nope.
So they're going to look like they're bleeding.
Oh, wow.
They look like they have their broken bones.
Some
and the
heavy
birds.
production taking
Yeah,
place.
so
Okay.
real movie style. And then the Cert teams, so they're broken up into the 5 teams, are
Right.
going to respond. So we're going to have a whole core of evaluators, and they're going to be looking at the technical skills. So how are they doing their incident command? How are they liaising with agencies? So Cert as volunteers respond under their disaster management unit. So how that communication goes in. We're asking the REACT organization, those are the radio communicators, to come and support as well, because it's not about just Cert, but how the entire organization of disaster management responds to these major incidents.
Right. So this is absolutely empowerment and preparedness, yes, but also support, because we have, of course, a number of bodies coming together to make sure that this is effective. What are the contacts, the ways that we can get in connection, not just in terms of participating, but volunteering and becoming exemplary like Mitra? How do we contact?
Okay.
And who do we contact?
Fantastic. There are 14 disaster management units in Trinidad, and you can contact, there are 800 numbers, all the 800 numbers, you can contact the disaster management coordinators and tell them, I want to be a Cert volunteer. While at the games on Sunday, we will be recruiting, we will have persons recruiting others to become Cert volunteers.
Sounds good. And in that case, I will certainly make my way down, pun intended, because it's absolutely something we can all use to enrich ourselves, empower ourselves and our families, as Mitra said. And I want to say thank you very much, not just for being here, not just for creating the games, but for making sure that we are better prepared to be a resilient Trinidad and Tobago. So as we head into or continue through this rainy season, we are more prepared thanks to the National Cert Disaster Simulation Games happening this weekend. And of course, you can check out their pages, their websites, and more for more information as we continue to get you ready and keep you prepared now on the Now Morning Show. We take a break and come back. Stick around, guys.